Hey guys, in today's video we are going to be making the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 main menu and newspaper. So you're going to start by deleting this cat sprite, and by going to backdrops, and by converting it to bitmap and filling it with black. Then you're going to want to paint a new sprite, and you're going to call it warning text. And you are going to upload, it should be in the textures folder, and then the main menu folder, and it should be called 575. Delete the other costume, and you'll see that there's kind of like a gray border here. So you're going to want to go to the fill tool, and you want to click this little red slash in the bottom. And I'm going to zoom in, and just get rid of all the gray spots, even the little ones in like the letters and stuff. So, and if you mess up, just click the back button. Alright, and then, so what we're going to want it to do is to position it. So we're going to get one flag clicked. We're going to set size to 100, but as you can see, it's sort of small. So I'm probably going to change it to 110, and let's see how that looks. Alright, maybe 115. See, that looks perfect. And then we're going to set the position to 0, 0, so it's centered. And then we're going to start by setting the ghost effect to 100. So then when you start it, it's gone, but it's not hidden. It's just really, it's just fully transparent. And then we're gonna repeat 100. We're gonna change ghost effect by -1. -1. Then we're gonna want to wait 1 or 2 seconds. I'm probably gonna do 1. Or there's another way you can do it, which is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put a wait until mouse down, so it stays there, so the screen stays there until the player manually exits out of it. And then we're gonna copy this, and then we're gonna repeat 100 again, but this time changing it back 1. So let's see how this looks. So as you can see, the screen fades in, and now it's fully in, but now if I click, it fades back out. So perfect. But something's wrong in the costumes. No, it's just really thin, never mind. Alright. So then after this, how is the script gonna know when to start running? So we're gonna broadcast a new message, which is gonna be called show menu. Alright, and then we're gonna hide this sprite. And make sure to put a show as well at the top. Alright, that's pretty much it for this script. So then we can make a new script, and we can call it animatronics for menu. And then you want to click upload costume, go to animatronics, and then just select all 4 of these right here. They should already be named, except this one. We'll just call it Freddy. Alright, so what we're going to do is with each one, we're going to use the same technique by using the no fill. So it still looks the same because of the black backdrop, but it's just because to help save scratches like file size. Because if you use if all the sprites have like a background, that might cause a few issues later when loading the project. Alright, so then we can get a when flag clicked, hide, and then we'll get a when I receive show menu, show, and forever. So we're gonna switch costume to none, and then we are going to wait, pick random 0.8 to 1.0. 3 seconds, and then we're gonna switch costume to pick random 1 to 3. And what this does is it picks a random costume between these 3 different costumes, so it looks like each of them are twitching. And then we want to duplicate this, but instead setting it to much lower value, like 0.1, no, 0.05 to 0.15. And then we want to duplicate this and put this after. What this does, actually, you know what, we're going to set this to 4, so all 4 costumes are included. So if we start the project, we wait for it to go, like, gotta click, we wait for it to go fade back out, and as you can see, they start twitching. It's pretty cool, and that's just what we want. So then, we're gonna add the static, and this is actually gonna be a very commonly used sprite. Upload costume, we're gonna go to static, and we're gonna get the last couple costumes here. Then we're gonna go, when flag clicked, hide, and then when I receive show menu, we're gonna drag 2 of these. We're gonna go here forever, next costume, and then we're also gonna, right here, we're gonna put in a forever, set ghost effect to pick random, something like 30 to, no, 0 to 50. And then, oh wait, I forgot to add a show. I'm gonna put a show right here. I'm just gonna wait for me to click. And then, yeah, the static works now. But it's kind of crazy. So I'm probably gonna set it from 0 to 50, probably like 0 to 30, so it doesn't seem, actually, I think 0 to 50 was perfect. Alright, perfect. Now we're gonna add something called, title. We're gonna go into upload costumes, go back to our main menu folder, and we're gonna grab the image called fnaf 2. And this seems a little big, and there's still the gray border. So do like before, just get rid of the gray border. Make sure you get all the little corners. And then now we're gonna have to position it. So first, I'm gonna hide the static just so we know where it's gonna go. Obviously when flag clicked, hide. And then when I receive show menu, show. And then I'm just gonna drag it to about here. See how that kind of takes up like half of the screen? So we're gonna want to set size to something like 50. Alright, so then since we're gonna set the size to 50, that here, and then we gotta move it again. So we're gonna move it to, just if I can grab, there you go, right about here. And then we are going to drag an already filled in go to XY block, and we're gonna grab a go to front so it's not smothered by the static. So let's see how this looks so far. So as you can see, it waits for me to click, it fades back, and then as you can see, the static works, and then the title is right there. Perfect. Now we're gonna add the buttons. So we're gonna make a new sprite, we're gonna call it new game button. And we're gonna go to upload costume, and we're gonna go to the new game sprite. We're gonna do the same thing with the fill trick, where you just get rid of all the gray spots. Oops. There we go. So then what we're gonna do is basically the same thing when flag clicked, hide. Actually, I'm just gonna drag this from here into here, and then I'm gonna go get the forever, if, then, actually we need to change the position first, so we're still gonna set size to 50. Oops, wrong sprite, my bad. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of this, and I spelled this wrong. We're gonna go get the forever, if, and then we're gonna go get the set size to 50. Oh, that's too small. 75, 60. Yeah, that seems about right. And then we're gonna go drag this. Oops. Alright, now I gotta go to the static. Make that go to 0, 0. We can hide this for now. We can just drag this to right about here. And we can just get rid of this. Then we can drag in the new go to XY. Just put everything back. And then I know this might seem kind of complicated, but then you're gonna want to add an and then an and in each of these little like hexagon things. Then we're gonna add a greater than, and then a less than, and then we're gonna add a mouse X on the first two, then a mouse Y on the last two. So what I'm gonna do real fast is I'm gonna get a forever, and then I'm gonna go say mouse X. So basically what this loop is gonna do is it's gonna check if you're touching like the area around the button and then if you actually click. So the X, it has to be greater than -213. So I'm gonna put that in. But it has to be smaller than -71. Then now we just replace this with mouse Y. So it has to be -50 and -30. I'll put -25. Then we can get rid of this. And then we can add an if, mouse down. Then we can broadcast show newspaper. And then we're not actually going to want to hide it yet because the newspaper is going to fade in just like the warning text. After the show newspaper, you're going to want to broadcast, you're actually going to want to stop the script so you can't repeatedly click the button. And now we're just going to duplicate this real quick and make the continue button. It's pretty much the same process. So you're going to want to upload the costume. Except we might have to change some positions and values and stuff. So as you can see, if we run this script real quick right here, see it's kind of overlapping. So if we change the Y to like -80, might be too far. Actually, that's perfect. So then as you can see, we changed it by about -40. So we're going to want to change the mouse Y by -40. So from -50, it goes to -90. From -25, it goes to -65. And then instead, we can actually broadcast the show night screen. And then actually, now we can go to hide and stop this script. Alright, so we can go, now let's just add the newspaper real quick. We can go to upload costume and just click newspaper. Oh yeah, by the way, make sure everything you add is going to 0, 0. So we're going to go to hide. And then when I receive show newspaper, we're going to want to show, go to front layer, and we're going to do the ghost effect thing. So I'm just going to copy it from the warning text. we're just gonna wanna copy the first part, like right here. Just gonna drag it here. Oh, and I forgot to name it. Just name it to newspaper. See, we have it now, then we can just drag it under here. And then once mouse is down, we can broadcast, show night screen. Then we're actually gonna make a new menu called hide. We're gonna make, a new message called hide menu. And then in our continue, we can just directly broadcast hide menu, and we can just get rid of this real quick. Alright, so then in our continue, actually in all of our sprites here, when I receive hide menu, we're just gonna hide and stop other scripts in the sprite. And then we want to duplicate this. Oops. And then stop this script so nothing really interferes with each other. Just drag that actually in the static. Yeah, drag it into the static as well. Oops. Alright, just drag it into everything related to the menu except the newspaper. So something like this. Then in our newspaper, actually we can broadcast it like right about here, so like the menu's not really being funky. Alright, so let's test it out. So we gotta click. And then if we click on new game, as you can see the newspaper fades in. And you gotta click. And then actually after this we can just put a hide. And then we should be good actually. Oh, I forgot something. We need the menu music. So we're just gonna put that in the animatronic for menu. We're gonna delete the pop sound effect. We're gonna go to upload sound, go to FNAF 2, audio, then there should be a sound called the Sand Temple. It should sound something like this. And then we can go when I receive show menu, forever, play that sound until it's done. And then also to this script, we're also going to add clear sound effects. Actually, in our newspaper, yeah, we can just put broadcast hide menu after that. And I think we should be done for this episode, actually. So we're going to wait for it to fade out. And then as you can see, the music plays. You can press new game. It fades in, and the music continues to play. And then you click your mouse pointer, and everything stops. And that's where we're at on night screen. Alright, thank you guys for watching.